Growth and development are the two terms that are widely used as alternative terms in the public domain. But can we use these two terms as alternative terms always? We have to be cautious, we have to be aware while using growth and development as alternative terms. So through this video we will be looking at the differences between economic growth and economic development. Before going into the differences between the two terms, let's look the focus on both growth and development. The focus on growth was the feature of economic ideas and economic principles until 1940s. So all the economics until 1940s advocated for economic growth. But after the Second World War, in the post-war era, when there was a higher need for the restructuring of the liberated colonies for development, then the focus of the policies has been completely shifted to development from economic growth. Simply, economic growth refers to the rise in value of production in a country over a period of time, over a period of a year or a quarter. So, rise in income are represented by the rise in GDP or rise in GNP refers to economic growth. This is mostly shown in percentages or in figures. At the same time, economic development is not mere economic growth. Economic development is economic growth plus welfare of the people, increase in welfare of the people that follows the increase in national income is termed as economic development. So, economic development is a much wider term. So, here we are going to look at the differences between economic growth and economic development on the basis of the meaning, on the basis of depth of the two terms, on the basis of indicators, period, applicability of the two terms, kind of change of growth and development, type of process of growth and development. So, firstly, on the basis of meaning of the two terms, we can differentiate both growth and development. Economic growth refers to increase in income of a country over a period of time, over a period of quarter or over a period of a year. So, this is economic growth. At the same time, economic development refers to growth plus structural changes. That means the increase in national income followed by the maximization or increase in social welfare of the people. This is economic development. So, not mere growth, increase in national income is economic development. Economic development is in fact the growth plus structural changes, improvement in education, improvement in standard of living, improvement in welfare of the people. This is economic development. Secondly, on the basis of depth of the two terms, economic growth and development, we can differentiate the two terms. So, on the basis of depth, economic growth is a narrow concept, economic development is a broader, wider concept. Economic growth is a narrow concept as it just means increase in national income. So, if we have the growth of economy, if we have the increase in GDP or increase in per capita income, it is economic growth. So, the welfare doesn't have any role, any consideration in economic growth. At the same time, economic development is a broader concept. It includes both increase in national income plus improvement in standard of living of the people and increase in social welfare of the people. This is economic development and it has a deeper impact on the people, on the economy than economic growth. So, the indicators used to show growth and development are different. For measuring economic growth, we have a couple of indicators, but that are widely used, widely accepted indicators of growth. Those are GDP or GNP, gross domestic product or gross national product on the one hand, and per capita income on the other hand. So these two are the widely used measures of economic growth. At the same time, there are so many indicators for measuring economic development. Literacy rate on the one, literacy ratio is one among them. Then poverty ratio is there, unemployment ratio is there, life expectancy is there, mortality rate is there, infant mortality rate is there, maternal mortality rate is there, enrollment ratio is there, dropout ratio is there, and many more indicators are there for measuring economic development of the nation. So considering the period of process of growth and development, economic growth is a short-term process and economic development is a long-term and continuous process. So why economic growth is a short-term process? Economic growth is a short-term process as it just won't increase in national income. Increase in national income is reflected clearly in a quarter or a year. So it can be measured easily, it can be estimated easily per quarter, per year, per month even it can be measured. So economic growth is a short-term process as it just wants increase in income is growth. At the same time, increase in income is not in fact development. Development needs deliberate effort, development needs continuous effort, and continuous this is a continuous process as well, and this is a long term impact. Economic development will be reflected over a long period of time only. That means poverty eradication is not possible all of a sudden. It requires a much deliberate effort is required to wipe out the poverty and bring in social welfare. So considering the applicability of growth and development both, economic growth is applicable to the developed economies. It doesn't mean economic growth is not needed for the developing economies. Developed economies are already grown economies, but they also need to grow further. Economic development is widely applicable to developing economies. Our developing economies are backward in economic development, in fact. So on the basis of kind of change occurs, economic growth is a quantitative change, economic development is a qualitative change. So why economic growth is a quantitative change? Economic growth is reflected by numbers. So we can measure the economic growth on the basis of figures, on the basis of amount, on the basis of percentage. Economic growth is easily measured. But this is not the case for development. Development is a qualitative term. It is in fact growth plus structural changes, growth plus educational improvement, growth plus welfare improvement, growth plus social development. So it is a qualitative change. So on the basis of type of process of growth and development, growth is an automatic process as just increase in population will leads to increase in growth, other things remaining the same. So in the normal cases, growth will be positively impacted by the growth of population. That means this is an automatic process. Even though this is automatic, well set economic policy is required to guide economic growth to a better position. But considering the development related to development, growth is an automatic process. It will be growth will happen automatically when there is enough labor force in the labor market. At the same time, economic development is not like that. We need manual effort, we need policy oriented deliberate effort, and we need a visionary government in power to guide the society, to guide the economy to a state in which the people are living in a better position. So that means this is a deliberate effort. effort. For example, the poverty eradication, inequality reduction, unemployment reduction, all are required for development. So it could be achieved only with a visionary government and with a well set policy. So let me conclude my presentation on growth and development. Even though growth and development are alternatively used uh, in the public domain, the students of economics have to use the two terms cautiously, and they have to be aware of the differences in the two terms, growth and development. Growth is just uh, increase in national income reflected in increase in GDP. At the same time, economic development is much broader than that. Economic development is increase in national income plus social welfare, social development, improvement in education, improvement in standard of living, so on and so forth. Thank you.